Hello everyone, and today we've got full binder updates of the new Premier League 2023 Panini football stickers. Again, we've got 20 teams, obviously the new promoted, you don't get the relegated teams, and hopefully you do enjoy the video. We aren't going for the parallels, but the elite cards are in the set, and I will show them to you in a second. But remember, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So we've got the album itself. I've done a video on the channel ready for the hardback. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. This is just standard paper album, probably the one majority of you will be collecting in. But it did take me a couple of days to complete this collection, and I thought I'd be the first one to show you guys. So first up, we've got the official Premier League match ball, the official Premier League trophy, and we've got the kits. This year they've done the kits 2 per sticker, so like back when obviously Topps had a few years back, you would peel the kits off and stick them on. Sometimes I've done them on individuals, but home and away this year is on the same sticker with a badge in the middle, which, like, in my opinion, looks really nice. I think that's the way it should be. You shouldn't have loads of different stickers just for the kits. And you can tell straight away the pattern is very different to the previous years. They've gone old school. Like back in the day, they used to have this pattern for the Merlin collection. So Panini are bringing it back, I guess, but in my opinion, it looks really nice. So hopefully you like it as well. So first team, I must mention, look at the Leeds away kit. It looks so nice. Probably my favourite away kit this season. The Fulham one's alright, the Everton one's alright as well. Southampton's quite nice too. The rest are a bit plain and boring to me. So yeah, we've got Bournemouth. Start off with the badge. You've got the 2 goalkeepers, we've got Neto and Mark Travers. Neto, the same Neto that used to play for Barcelona, is now playing in Bournemouth at a 12,000 capacity ground, which is really weird. Imagine going from the Barcelona Camp Nou to the Watford. I don't know what it's called, but it does say in the book, but I don't actually know what the Watford ground is called. Yeah, carrying on with Watford, so you get the players, you've got a team highlight for the 22-23 season, like a team photo, and we've got the one to watch, who in Bournemouth's eyes is Jadon Anthony. We've got Dominic Solanke, who's been around for absolutely ages, and nothing's happened to him. He's been a very weird player. He was supposed to be the next big thing. Jefferson Lerma, I forgot he exists. Stanislas, he was supposed to be a big thing as well, but ended up in Bournemouth. Again, no hate against Bournemouth. Next up, we've got the star signing, which is going to be shiny. We've got a goal celebration. We've got a key player, Christie, and we've got a key player, Neto, in orange. And then we've got Solanke and Kelly as well. So that is what you get per team. Next up, we got Arsenal. We got Ramsdale and Matt Turner, the 2 goalkeepers chosen. Tierney, Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba, and Rob Holding, with Tomiyasu Zinchenko sometimes playing fullbacks and sometimes playing on the bench. He's surprisingly still in here. Obviously, nothing's happened yet. Don't actually know what's happening with this case. Maybe there's just a backlog in court, but he hasn't actually been charged with anything fully, I think. I'm not sure how it works. But we've got the rest of Arsenal, of course. Gabriel Jesus is now injured, so unfortunately for Arsenal fans, Nketiah will be returning to the first team, but hopefully for him, he's going to prove himself, because now is his chance, unless Arsenal gets someone in the winter transfer window. The one to watch for Arsenal is Gabriel Martinelli. Star signing is Gabriel Jesus. We've got the magic moment, or whatever it's called. Key players, Ramsdale in orange. I actually really like the design on that. Xhaka, Zinchenko, and Saka as well. Next up, we've got Villa. The villains. Again, a full team of just Aston Villa. How nice that we've got Emiliano Martinez, who actually read a thread on Reddit before I made this video, and the question was, who in your opinion is the most overrated goalkeeper? Now, don't get me wrong, for some reason Emiliano Martinez was like number 2 most upvoted comment. In my opinion, he's not overrated. He's not the best in the league. He's just like an average goalkeeper. No one ever rates him highly, but when you do win the World Cup, you will be rated for, obviously, until he comes back to the Prem, probably make some howlers. But in my opinion, he should enjoy the hype right now, and people need to stop bringing him down, because he single-handedly got Argentina into into the final, winning on penalties the game before to Netherlands, and of course saving that last second shot, which should have won France the game realistically. So he does deserve all the hype, and hopefully he enjoys without too much hate coming from the outside people. We've got the Villa team photo, Douglas Luiz. I think these stars mean they're featured for the national team, which is nice. And someone like Morgan Sanson doesn't have a star, which means he didn't. The star signing is Diego Carlos from Sevilla. I'm not sure how he's been getting on, but all I know is Villa hasn't been doing well before, obviously, the sacking of Gerrard. I didn't follow him after that much. And key players are Daniel Ings, Martinez, Digne, which is the signing they had from Everton. Coutinho, of course, who has been there for a couple of years. Coutinho. Brentford, next up. Again, I was just about to say, is he one of the new... No, they're not one of the new promoted teams, are they? Hang on, who went up last year? So we had Fulham, Forest, and Bournemouth. Yeah, Brentford's been... That's the second season in there. Yeah, the rest of Brentford. Let's see if I recognise many of these. Of course, Ivan Toney. Probably not going to be there for a while. I heard him... there was a video circulating of him slagging off Brentford Football Club for some reason on night out, and then he got shared loads, and then, yeah, I'm surprised he's still there. Anyone else who's got a big future? Well, Ben Mee, of course, former Burnley centre-back, now plays for Brentford. Pontus Jansson, he's been there for a bit. Christopher Ager, he's been there a while. Key players are Norgard, David Raya, Mbumo and Janssen. Next up, we've got Brighton. Robert Sanchez is a great goalkeeper. He's not going to be there a long time. He's probably going to go in someone, probably West Ham. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes West Ham. Lewis Dunk is like a household name. He's been around for a while. McAllister, of course, the World Cup winner. Such a weird sight seeing him and them in a Brighton kit. Just really odd sight. And then obviously him winning the trophy. Alana, again, he's been around for ages. Wow, has been around for ages. 1988. Of course, former Southampton and Liverpool player. I didn't even realise he went to Brighton. Trossard, he's a good player, started off really well this season. Daniel Welbeck actually started off really well as well. What is he now, 32? Crazy. Dennis Undav. Can't remember, didn't he play for another team? I think he played for another team last year. I think this is the one that got a really good team this season. On FIFA. Key player Sanchez, yeah, no doubt there. Lewis Dunk, Pascal Gross and Trossard, yeah, I'd put them in there myself. Kepa and Edouard Mendy. Of course, Kepa's now the first choice out of after Edouard Mendy has had that really horrific start to the season and last season. We've got Silva again, absolute rock in the back. Azpilicueta, is it still at Chelsea? I could have sworn he went to Barcelona in the summer, but obviously not, because this is like an update collection. We've got Fofana, Jorginho, Conte, Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Zakaria, Zia Gallagher, Aubameyang, another weird player to see in Chelsea kit. And I like how it says new signing next to the new signings. Just noticed that, like Cucurella, Aubameyang and Koulibaly. And Sterling, of course. Got Cucurella, Sterling, Jorginho, Mendy, Aubameyang and Koulibaly as the key players. Palace. Vincente Guaita, he's been around for ages too. What is he now, 36, I think? 35. But yeah, I do like the design. You get a kit number, you get nationality, the foot, the position they play in, the height, even the date of birth, which is really good, in my opinion. And HG actually means homegrown, which means they played in one of the English leagues, I think 3 seasons, I think it was. Sam Johnson, I think he came from West Brom, from what I remember. He's one of the new signings. Will Hughes, he's only, what does that make him? 1995. 27. He looks just late 30s. Zaha, again, one of the players that's always linked with every single club under the sun before he just decided to stay in Palace. In the Palace team, we've got Everton, Pickford, Begovic, 2 goalkeepers. Begovic, he's been around everywhere, Chelsea, Bournemouth, now Everton. I don't actually remember who he played for before Chelsea. Oh, Stoke, of course it was Stoke. I can't remember who he played for before Stoke, actually. Pickford, the key player, the goalkeeper, key player. Got Fulham, the newly promoted Fulham, actually went to Craven Cottage last Saturday, I think it was, to watch him play friendly against West Ham, and we played really poorly. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost 5-0 to Arsenal on the Boxing Day. We've got Leeds. Again, obviously not the newly promoted Leeds, but still recently, I think 2-3 years ago. Which is nice to see, of course. And now we're on to the elite, so we're halfway through. These are the players that were selected, one per team, like the ones that stand out. Anthony Gordon for Everton, the one that Chelsea wants to pay like 70 mil for, something stupid like that. I think it was 60 mil actually. Anthony, who's like the record signing for United, which is crazy. Of course, Declan Rice is going to be going soon, unfortunately. And now we've got the Legends, which is nice. Legends making a return. We've got Bergkamp, Paul Scholes and Didier Drogba. I'm surprised they've only done 3, maybe the licensing issues or whatever. But we've got Rising Stars, Nchisog, Gnotto, and then Dozy. Again, only done 3. Could have done more. And we've got the moments as well, which is quite nice. Or the scenic moments for some of the teams, not every single one. But yeah, that looks cool. We've got Leicester next up, Danny Ward. Started off really shaky, and I think Leicester got a goalkeeping coach to improve him, and he's actually been really good. Of course, the World Cup showed that he wasn't as good as everyone thought he was going to be, but he still made some good saves. I think he actually got what voted the lowest rated goalkeeper out of any team at the World Cup, which is mad. Patson Daka, key player. Does he actually play for you guys, Leicester fans? I know Jamie Vardy's been starting on the bench some games. I don't even see Daka feature anymore. What's happened to Ian Asher? Is he still on the team? Yeah, he's still on the team, a former City striker. Again, one of the ones that should have been more than he is now. We've got Liverpool. Adrian is playing for Liverpool. Is absolutely crazy. Of course, Alisson's #1 choice, but if he gets injured, you Liverpool fans are in for a treat. Because he wasn't great. Got Fabio Carvalho, one of the new signings, and Luis Diaz, of course, he was signed before the summer transfer. Wasn't he signed in the winter transfer window? I can't actually remember. But yeah, Nunes, of course, is a new signing. I think I saw a stat yesterday, 19 games, 9 goals and 3 assists. I mean, it's not bad, but when you're paying that much money, you do expect a tiny bit better. He should have scored loads more. His finishing's atrocious, but he's still really, really young, like born in 99, so I'm sure he hasn't even hit his prime yet. I'm sure he's going to be so much better later on. We got City with Ortega, Moreno, and Edison as the 2 goalkeepers. It's weird seeing Edison with the 31 shirt. Yeah, I'm not sure who #1 belongs to. So yeah, we've got the rest of City, of course. Erling Haaland, star signing, scored against Liverpool a couple of days back, literally within 10 minutes, which is crazy. And assisted by this man, De Bruyne. So yeah, we've got United, we've got De Gea and Tom Heaton. Wow, he's been everywhere as well. He was really, from what I remember watching like 5-6 years ago for Burnley, and he was a fantastic goalkeeper. I thought he'd like be one of the England contenders, like to take over from Pickford. But of course, he is quite getting on a bit. What is it, like 37 as well? Something like that, 35, 36. So yeah, I guess retiring as a backup for United isn't too bad. I mean, Scott Carson was still being paid for City, even though he never never actually featured. I think actually won one of the cups and got given a gold medal, which is quite cool. Ronaldo, he's in the team. Of course, he's gone now. I think his contract got terminated. I wonder how much he got paid. I didn't look. It didn't take that much. Ericsson, star signing, and De Gea, key player. With Ronaldo again featuring as a key player there. Lisandro Martinez, actually a good centre back. I know people complained about him being 5'11", not even 6 foot, but he's actually proven to be really, really good. And Newcastle, one of the new teams that will be will be getting the top 4 spot within the next 5-10 years, I assume. Joe Ellington, really weird one. He was playing as a striker, really bad striker, and the manager changed him to a centre mid, and he's really, really good, which is absolutely crazy. Imagine that as a position change. Yeah, the rest of Newcastle, obviously Isaac is a new signing, came from Spain. Can't remember what Spanish team was, it Sociedad or Villarreal, I can't remember. But we got Wilson and Sharp. Sharp scores a banger every now and then. But look at that Forest, you can't actually see the badge because for some reason they made it white. They could have at least, like, what they used to do back in the day, Swansea, they used to make it black on white background so you could actually see it. Or red, make Forest red, like in the top left corner there. But they made it silver and you can't really see it, much of it. Yeah, we've got the rest of Forest. Cheku Kuyate, is that where he ended up? Wow. I mean, look how many new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 new signings just in this book. And I think they signed like 20 new players, which is crazy. Southampton, Coletta Carr, he was linked with West Ham a couple of seasons ago. Shame he didn't go there. Could have been better. When Zuma's injured. Shea Adams and Sukumara. So yeah, we've got Southampton, we've got Spurs, got Lloris and Fraser Foster again. Completely forgot Fraser Foster. Plays Spurs now. Look at that, 2 meters and 2 meters 1 centimeter. Absolutely crazy. He's like 6'7", 8 makes him. Yeah, the Southampton legend. Got the rest of Spurs, Heung-min Son, surprised he's still there as well. Got West Ham, 2 amazing goalkeepers, Fabianski and Areola. But Fabianski, of course, getting on a bit of the king of penalties. Ben Johnson, I heard somewhere where that he doesn't want to renew a contract, or the club doesn't want to renew him, which is crazy in my opinion, because he's like he's quite a young player. Look at that, born in 2000, is only a year older than me. And they are looking to ship him off already. We've got Craig Dawson, who's probably going to leave very soon because he commutes every time from Manchester just to play a game. We've got Paquetá, who hasn't started. Well, he has started only a couple of games, but he hasn't started every game. He hasn't been that great either. And that was supposed to be the star signing, which is probably going to be on the next page. Is going to be there. No, surprisingly, they put Kera in there, who's one of the star players as well. He's really good right back, actually. They tried him as centre back, it was a bit shaky, but a right back, I do rate Kera. If his crossing improved a little bit, he'd be fantastic. Jose Sarr, one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players, Portuguese players in the Wolves. And of course the manager is the manager Portuguese? I can't even remember. But we got the star signing Nunes, of course, another Portuguese signing. Key players Neves, Neto, and Collins. Of course, Jose Sarr as the goalkeeper. But yeah, guys, this is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this full blind drop date. Hopefully you did enjoy. For now, it's going to be seeing the next one, and goodbye.